Hello, YouTube. It is I, Cell. I drink people. And welcome back to yet another episode of Monday Night Cell. Things are picking up in the WWE. I don't really care. But still, I need something to pass the time while I drink people. So anyway, give me those goddamn notes. Alright, let's take a look. First up, we got Enzo and Cass. Spitting that good hot fire. Real good hot fire. And then Jericho comes out, and apparently he's teamed up with Kevin Owens. This is not going to end well, because Kevin Owens doesn't trust anybody. I trust Kevin Owens about as much as Goku and the others trust me not to drink people. Spoiler alert, I still drink people. Anyway, so apparently some tag team shit's gonna go down, but first, we got Enzo versus Jericho. Well, I have to give it up to Enzo. He's actually pretty impressive. He could actually go in the ring, unlike some other people, like Yamcha. You suck, Yamcha. But anyway, it was a pretty good match. Then Big Cass comes in and just boots people in the head for no fucking reason. The match is foobarred. So, we also got a match that might happen at SummerSlam. Jericho and Kevin Owens versus Enzo and Cass. The Jersey Boys versus the Canadian Connection. Those are the names I'm coming up with. Deal with it, sucker. Next up, Braun Strowman eats another guy. Seriously, that's what he does all the time now. He eats jobbers. He still has pieces of the last two jobbers stuck in his beard. That's how much he has. And they even asked this guy, why the fuck is he fighting Braun Strowman? He gave no answer. That's really, really dumb. Anyway, Braun Strowman eats him. Delicious. Next up, Darren Young versus some guy who barks like a dog. But Titus O'Neil. I never saw no Titus O'Neil before. What does he do? I don't remember talking about a Titus O'Neil. This guy, there's absolutely nothing interesting about him. But anyway, this match was okay. I didn't really care for it. Darren Young wins against a guy who sounds like a dog. But oh well. Next up, Seth Rollins, the man, comes out. I really want him to be a part of me. So much awesomeness in one package. He talks about Finn Balor and proceeds to rip him a new one. And then he says the most awesome nickname ever put to camera. Rambo Apocalypse. Rambo Apocalypse. Dr. Giro, if you're listening to this, I want my name to be Rambo Apocalypse from now on. Always Rambo Apocalypse. I am no longer Cell. You will call me Rambo Apocalypse. That's just how I roll. Next up, Sheamus, Cesaro. They have a match. It's a pretty great match. Awesome match. Cesaro once again proves why the fuck he should be everywhere. Seriously, this guy has so much fucking talent, it's ridiculous. Why won't they ever push this guy? He should be world champion 10 times over by the time I reach my perfect form, and I dominate everyone with my perfect power. Anyway, this was a great match, and Cesaro won because Cesaro is awesome. Next up, there's a promo between Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar. Yeah, apparently these two came up together like 15 years ago, or some shit. And they were up in this place called OVW. What the fuck was OVW? Oregon Valley Wrestlers or something like that? I don't care what it's called. Anyway, Randy's like, oh, I had a connection with Brock Lesnar, and he left, and look, Brock Lesnar's one of the few guys in the entire fucking universe I would never want to cross. I can blow up islands, move faster than the eye can see, and have a plethora of moves embedded into my DNA, literally. And even I would not want to fight Brock Lesnar. Didn't you hear what he says? All he does is eat train and shit out lesser competitors. Like, I can heal from any injury, but I doubt that Brock Lesnar would leave anything behind after he is done suplexing me into oblivion and then consuming my soul with his giant man mitts or whatever. Brock, if you're listening to this, I will promise I will not try to drink you. I'm not even considering drinking you, even though your DNA would make me even a more greater fighting machine than I already am. I will not try to drink you. Please, don't hurt me. I know you can smell my fear. I know I'm a fearless being, and yet he can smell my fear. So please, don't fucking kill me. Please. Next up, the Dudley Boys. Who the fuck are the Dudley Boys? They look like goobers. They are? What about those other guys? The Legion of Road Warriors, or whatever the fuck their names are. Oh. Well, okay. Well, apparently the Dudley Boys are fighting against Neville and a mystery tag team partner. Now, this is the part where I would have go all fanboy and say, well, who's gonna be his partner? Could it be someone like Austin Aries or Bobby Roode or Shinsuke Nakamura? Nope, it's Sin Cara, the man who invented botching. Yep, as I said it, he is more of a failure than Yamcha, and that's saying something. But somehow, they were able to pick up the win. And Bubba looks at his brother really mean, like he's gonna, like, some kind of bully. I don't know. A bully Ray. That actually sounds kind of cool. But anyway, next up, Rusev and Lana have their vow thingy, or whatever it is. I never understand humans and their relationships and shit. I don't know. But Lana, goddamn, you look great. Like I said before, if I had a penis, it would be fully erect. Then Roman Reigns comes out to piss in the punch. I am not physically capable of pissing, but I would be surprised if he pisses in the punch. So he comes out of there and starts acting like an asshole. Say what you want about him being a face, he is an asshole. He will forever be an asshole to me. He's an asshole. And he ruins Lana's beautiful hair. Asshole. Which results in him getting a United States title shot, even though he probably doesn't deserve it. Bleh. There's also supposed to be a special guest, P. Dinkle or P. Tonka or whatever the hell this guy's name is, some black rapper who makes money and says take that a lot. What is his name? Diddy. I thought his name was Daddy. Really? He changed it again? Stick with one name, people. God damn it. So anyway, after that, Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooke. If they have some kind of stipulation that if Dana loses, she's not going to be at ringside and shit, and if she won, then there's going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match. I don't care. Sasha's in the ring, so I'm happy. And Sasha wins. So no Dana Brooke at SummerSlam. Yeah. And then Finn Balor comes out with a very scary promo. Look, about talking about the demons of Ireland. Now, I don't know much about demons of Ireland and shit, but they sound pretty scary. Especially that big, tall motherfucker with the burning eye. I don't know who he is, but I don't want to fight him. Yeah, I seriously do not want to fight a guy whose whole thing is he's a giant shadow man with a giant death beam for an eye. That actually sounds kind of cool. Next up, Kofi Kingston versus Sex Ferguson. Luke Gallows. Who the fuck is that? I'm talking about Sex Ferguson. Everybody knows who Sex Ferguson is. That's bullshit. Everyone knows Luke Gallows and Sex Ferguson are two completely different people. And you need to get your eyes checked. Anyway, Kofi gets his shit pushed in, and Luke and Sex Ferguson and And the guy who's married to a hot Asian wife are gonna destroy his balls like they did with Big E's balls last week. Then we had some Scooby-Doo nonsense from some guy in golden paint and some weird black guy. I don't know who the hell he is, and I'm not really a fan of Scooby-Doo. I was more of a Grape Ape sort of guy. Grape Ape. Then Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan discuss some shit. Rusev comes out for some god reason. And Cesaro comes out, and next we have a United States title match. It's actually pretty good. I liked it. Then Sheamus, trying to sneak his way in. The only way Sheamus could sneak anywhere is if he was in a fucking blizzard. That dude is pasty white. But shenanigans ensue, and Rusev retains, and then he's attacked by Roman fucking Reigns. Are we sure this guy is a face? Are we? So anyway, that's Raw. It was pretty boring. There were some nice little matches in between, but nothing you couldn't have skipped out on. We had some matches added to the card, so there's not much we can say about that. So anyway, that's my video. If you like what you've seen, you already know, like the video, comment on it, and subscribe to the channel. If not, I'll come to your house and I will drink you. You already know how to support the channel. I need money, so I don't really need money, but having a little extra cash would help, so I can lure pizza delivery guys over here so I can drink them. There's a lot of grease in those guys. So anyway, until next time, this has been Cell, and I still drink people.